I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, and this is a Patreon review for Julie. Thank you so much for that. If anyone wants to request any type of reviews, topics, reviews of movies or other something, re-reviews, reactions, lists, pretty much any type of video, you'd request it, either send it directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. It's down below in the info box, both links, and I will get to them as soon as I can, I promise. Doing my best. But this is for the original Beauty and the Beast from 1991. And I went, well, what more could I say about this that hasn't been said? I mean, it's a film that was nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture. It has some great songs. The title song, Beauty and the Beast, sung by Angela Lansbury. Even the version that's sung before the end credits. You have the song Be Our Guest with the Candlebra singing it among the other characters. The animation is very well done. I like the design of the Beast. The voice actors do their jobs well. I mean, I always forget that of the inanimate characters, like the Candlebra, I always forget that's Jerry Orbach. You know, the one that sings, be our guest, be our guest. I'm like, that's Jerry Orbach? Some people are like, who's Jerry Orbach? This is a guy who was in Out for Justice with Steven Seagal. He was in Toy Soldiers, a small role with Sean Astin. He was in Universal Soldier. He was the doctor that Jean-Claude Van Damme and the reporter go see near the third act, who Jerry Orbach tells Van Damme what happened to him. But he's been in a lot of other stuff too, but I never realized that. I never put two and two together that was Jerry Orbach. And then the clock is David Ogden Stiers, which he was on the TV show MASH. He was on the TV show The Dead Zone with Anthony Michael Hall. He's been in quite a few movies. Of course, Angela Lansbury is the Teapot. Angela Lansbury, I mean, hell, Murder, She Wrote, on a variety of other stuff. Then she has a son named Chip. You know, cute little, I was going to say creature, but, you know, cute little teapot thing. A cup, I should say. The characters, you got Belle, Gaston. The plot, I mean, who doesn't know the plot of the film? Thus, I'm going to say it anyway, so that was a redundant fucking question. There's a legend, this little shithead kid, he was a prince, and he saw this woman, and he's like, you're too ugly. You're too fucking ugly. You're fugly. And she's like, oh yeah? You sure about that, dipstick? Yeah, you're fucking ugly. I would not fucking use. I don't give a fuck if I had someone else's dick and borrowed it, or put my dick on layaway and borrowed someone else's STD dick or a clean dick or anything. I'm not going to fuck you or look you in the face. I would not even spit on my face. Just my spit thinks you're too ugly, and it would disintegrate before it reaches your face. My spit would disintegrate in the fucking air. And as it's going, it would dissipate because it doesn't want to hit your face. You're too fucking ugly. And so the bitch is like, oh yeah, you're a bitch. You're a little bitch. I'll spank you or kick you in the fucking non-existent nuts. But you know what? Your balls haven't dropped, so that wouldn't be effective. So I'm gonna curse your ass. Your ass is cursed. And it's not premature ejaculation. It's not any of the shit. It's you don't be a beast. And you have like 10 years to find true love. Now granted, I don't know how old this prince is. Is he 10? Is he 15? Is he 13? Like, how old is the prince supposed to be? Because if he's too young, it's going to be quite a few years before he did an attempt to find true love. So to me, that's not a fair curse. Also, what the fuck did the other people do to get cursed? Like Jerry Orbach's character, David Ogden Stiers, who got turned to a clock, or Angela Lansbury. What the fuck did they do? They didn't do anything wrong. So why are they cursed? So yeah, that witch, that lady at the beginning was a bitch. It's like, you know what, you're the one who messed me up, but I'm gonna curse everybody because I'm pissed. Maybe it's her fucking version of menopause, I don't know. Her fucking period in a month. So it's like, fuck this, I'm gonna curse everybody. So that's why I call her a bitch. But it's years later, and you have the song by Belle, Bonjour, Bonjour, and everyone's being a dick to her, and she's being a bit dick to everybody. Pretty much one calling each other a cocksucker. That's really what I get the sense of the scene. Is the town are telling Belle, you're a cocksucker. You're too weird. You're too fucked up. You're probably doing drugs. And she's like, these stuck up assholes. They think their fucking socks smell like Shinola. They think their ass smells like roses. But they're full of shit. But they do it in a very sweet song in a much more justified way than I would do the song. And it's a well done song. And then her father gets lost, goes to this place that for some reason is unlocked. I don't know why the bitch is unlocked. Need better fucking security. He's able to just walk in. So the beast is like, you went tomorrow, Dane. You trying to eat my cookies? You put the fuck cookie down now? And yeah, your ass is grass. You don't stay there. I don't know, do what? I don't know what he was going to make the guy do. Maybe suck the dick. But Belle finds her father, and she's like, I will be your sex slave if you let my father go. And he's like, okay, I will take a piece of your poontang pie because I ran out of pumpkin pie. So since I need the poontang pie, you can stay. I'll let your father go, and he can go cry in a corner, blowing dolls for nickels for all I know. Hey, if I'm going to do a review of Beauty and the Beast, I might also do my own version of it that's unique. It might not be a good review. I mean, I like the film, but this might not be a good review, but it's going to be a unique one. So pretty much you get what's going to happen. He's ready to smack the shit out of her and do whatever with her, but they're like, you know, mind your temper. They start bonding with each other. She's attacked by wolves. He saves her. She tends to his wounds. They start bonding, having snowball fights, culminating to that dance scene, that probably the scene people remember the most. In the midst of it, you have Gaston, who's this hunter and handsome, and all the girls want in his pants, but he only has his eyes for Belle. And you have that song, no one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's neck is incredibly thick as Gaston. I will say the songs are well done, they're memorable, they have a good beat, they have a good, what's the word I'm looking for? They have a good melody to them. They're catchy. With the way the melodies are done, they could be catchy songs and memorable. Which is an important part of these type of musicals. The voice actors do their jobs well. Gaston is entertainingly full of himself and has this swag about him as if he's the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop, like a cup of coffee. Oh yeah, cream of the crop. Or crop. Did I say cream of the top? That's a different video on America's Most Wanted. But the voice of the Beast, I want to say, was a Robbie Benson. It's a guy who's done a couple stuff. He did this film, I remember seeing the trailer too, called Die Laughing. I never saw the movie, but I saw the trailer, which looked pretty wacky. I'm like, wow, that guy went on to do the voice of the Beast? Interesting. And the Beast is lighting Belle and says, I'm gonna let you go, and then there's a mob and tries to kill him, and he fights Gaston. Gaston dies because he's an asshole. The Beast is dying, but he finds true love, and then he turns back to human. The other characters turn back into their normal human forms. It's Belle and the human who was formerly Beast. They get together and happily ever after. Now, I don't know why. I mean, this is one of those films I like. It's a well-made movie. The animation is beautiful. The songs are catchy and likable. The movie doesn't feel too long. The voice acting I mentioned is cool to have people like Angela Lansbury and Jerry Orbach and like all these solid voice actors. Just for some reason, it's not one of those I watched a lot as a kid. I mean, to be honest, I didn't watch a whole lot of Disney movies as a kid, because I was too busy watching films like Die Hard or Cliffhanger or Hard Target or The Running Man. Like those are my Disney movies. But and the ones I did with stuff like Aladdin or The Lion King, I did see Beauty and the Beast on VHS back in the day. I do remember liking it, but I just never got in. I never just fell in love like people did. Like, do I think it deserved a Best Picture nominee? For me, no. It's a fine movie, but it just would not be on my Best Picture nominee. I think as a kid, it bothered me, which is a stupid notion in retrospect. But I'm like, well, he had to. If he's a beast, he's not good enough. But he had to be human, and then it's happily ever after. You can't like him for who he is. And then my other part of my brain is like, well, the point is that he was turned into this. He liked to go back to who he was. Wouldn't you? I'm like, yeah, good point. But I think that's the thing. You always have to be careful when you do a type of story. Not exactly this, but similar to this, is that in lesser hands, you can really fuck up and go, well, if you're ugly, you won't have a happy ending. But the moral is, make sure you're handsome. Then you will have a happy ending. Because if you're ugly or you're fucked up, you are fucked. And you will never have a happy ending. So again, you have to be careful with that. I'm not saying this movie, fucked up. I'm just saying when you're doing general plots like that, you have to be careful. Otherwise, that will come across the wrong way. Animation wise, I would say the ballroom scene is probably for me, the one that's the most well done, with the almost 3D aspect of showcasing the whole ballroom and the camera work as they're dancing. Plus, again, the music helps with that. The way the Beast is designed, what his animation done with all the hair. You think about like how they have to take precedent on make sure the hair goes this way, the fur, I should say, the fur goes this way, that way, so it doesn't look too stilted or too herky-jerky. Belle, Apparently there's this whole fucking thing nowadays about whether it's a feminist movie. I never noticed it, but or problematic. That's a fucking word people use when it's like, problematic, yeah. Maybe the one in the mirror is the one who's problematic, buddy. You know what's problematic? Your taxes. So, I don't see the feminism thing. And no, I did not see the new one. I didn't give a shit about the Disney live action movies. Didn't fucking see them. But because I already saw the movies right here. So, Beauty and the Beast, well done movie. I know this is going to be the weirdest review someone that would have seen a Beauty and the Beast. It's not meant for kids. But, the movie is, but not this review. But, with that said, I don't really have much issues with the film. For a Disney animated movie, it wasn't boring, kept their good pace, had likable characters. Jerry Orbach and David Auden Steers, the candle and the clock there kind of fighting almost like they were siblings, just fucking with each other back and forth. Angela Lansbury's very sweet, almost motherly figure to Belle, and then Chip, the very cute Cup, which they picked the right kid voice actor, so it's not annoying, not irritating, but it's sweet. And like I said, the songs, the Be Our Guest song. When the songs happen, there's some, like the Be Our Guest, there's some really good animation there, showcasing all of the different inanimate objects that's been cursed. And it's weird to say how it's choreographed because it's animated, but anyway, maybe you do have to get in the mind of a choreographer. Okay, you have this move here, then have this do this, then do this. And just, how long that takes to animate that bit by bit by bit. I definitely give credit to animators for going through that kind of hardship. Unless they're sad with awful fucking movies like Home on the Range, which I ranted on a while ago. But Beauty and the Beast, good film. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.